All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're stepping into an absolute nightmare. We're going to walk through a horror story about 3 college students, an abandoned church, and one single dare that just spirals into, well, unimaginable terror.
So the story just drops us right into the darkness, outside this old abandoned church in Manali. And right away we get this classic omen, right? A lone dog barking its head off at some shadow in the night. It's exactly the kind of warning that you just know the characters are about to completely ignore.
Okay, let's meet our guys. We've got 3 college students, Mandeep, Roshan, and Jatin, and they're on a trip to Manali. You know how it is on those supervised trips. They're getting restless, they're bored, and they're looking for a little bit of excitement. Maybe break a few rules.
So, of course, they sneak out late one night. They're just wandering down this empty road, and then they find it. This mysterious, rundown church. Now, for Roshan and Jatin, this is perfect. It's an adventure. But for Mandeep, yeah, something just doesn't feel right to him.
But, pure pressure wins. So, against his better judgment, Mandeep follows his friends into this oppressive darkness with only their phone flashlights to see. And boy, is that a decision he's going to regret.
The second they step inside, you can just feel the atmosphere shift. The air gets heavy. It's unsettling. This is the exact moment their little adventure takes a very, very dark turn.
You can just picture it, right? The place has been left to rot for years. It's got all the horror movie hits, thick cobwebs, a sudden swarm of bats. Then Mandeep trips on some old rope and screams, thinking someone grabbed his leg. His friends just laugh it off, but then the lights start flickering. Uh-oh, this probably isn't just an old, empty building.
Mandeep's gut feeling is just screaming at him now. He can feel it, just this deep wrongness in the air. And he's begging his friends, "Guys, we have to leave." But just when he thinks he's getting through to them, well, the choice is made for them.
And then, bam, the massive church doors slam shut behind them. It's this deafening boom. And in that 1 second, they go from being explorers to being prisoners. They are trapped.
Total panic erupts. I mean, they're throwing themselves against the door, but it won't even budge. And that's when the horrifying realization sinks in. That wasn't the wind. Someone, or something, locked them in. They are not alone in there.
As Jaden turns around from that sealed door, they come face to face with whatever is in there with them. And let me tell you, it is so much worse than they ever could have imagined.
There she is. A horrifying nun just materializes in front of them, and her eyes are glowing this intense red in the dark. This isn't a person. This is something else entirely. And when they try to run, she doesn't even move. She just dissolves into a cloud of black smoke. No way.
The smoke clears, but the entity is not gone, oh no. It just reappears, this time inside one of them. Jatin just collapses, and then he starts to crawl, his eyes burning with that same demonic red light. His skin looks like it's burnt. He is not Jatin anymore.
Mandeep is absolutely horrified, just begging this thing that's wearing his friend's face to let them go. He's pleading for their freedom, but it doesn't answer. It just smiles. A slow, terrifying grin.
So the possessed Jatin lunges for Mandeep, but before it can even touch him, it gets thrown back violently, like it just hit an invisible wall. And what was it? It's the Kara, the steel bracelet Mandeep wears as a symbol of his Sikh faith. And in this evil place, his faith is a shield.
So now everything escalates instantly. The entity is forced out of Jatin's body, and he just collapses, unconscious. But the nun is back, in her own horrifying form, and this time she's going after Roshan. She seizes Roshan, lifting him off the ground by his throat like he weighs absolutely nothing. And as he's choking, this is grisly, she starts drinking the blood from the wounds her nails are digging into his neck.
This is just incredible. Even as he's literally having the life drained out of him, Roshan manages to choke out a warning to Mandeep, yelling for him to run. He knows Mandeep's faith, that Kara, gives him a protection that he and Jatin just don't have.
But Mandeep is not about to abandon his friend. He's not running, he's fighting back. He pulls on the strength of his faith and gets ready for a fight. He's got his sacred Kara in one hand, his kirpan, a small sacred dagger, in the other. He starts reciting a prayer, and he charges. And his faith is now a weapon. Mandeep actually forces the sacred Kara onto the nun's hand and then plunges the kirpan into her chest. She lets out this unholy, agonizing shriek and just collapses, releasing Roshan. The evil has been stopped.
So with the immediate threat gone, Mandeep looks down at his two injured friends on the floor. He's desperate, he's in this place he doesn't understand, so he turns to the statue of Jesus at the altar, and he just prays for help. And in this unholy place, a miracle happens.
All of a sudden, the church is just filled with his warm, divine light. A priest and two other nuns just appear out of nowhere and start tending to his friends. The priest explains that the entity they fought was a cursed soul trapped in the church. And Mandeep's courage and faith, it didn't just defeat her, it actually freed her soul.
The resolution is pretty straightforward. The evil is gone, and his friends are going to be fine. But there's a weird catch. They won't remember any of it. The priest makes Mandeep swear he will keep what happened that night a secret, forever.
The next day, the miracle is complete. His friends wake up totally fine. No cuts, no bruises, no memory of the terror. And when Mandeep takes him back to the spot, there's nothing there. The church has completely vanished. All he sees is the priest, standing in the distance, giving him this knowing, silent smile.
Which leaves us with one final, chilling question, doesn't it? Was the church a real, physical place that somehow got erased from existence? Or did they stumble into some kind of supernatural realm, an arena between our world and the next, built specifically for one final, terrifying test of faith?